This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Prime. In association with Micromax. Nothing like anything.
Hello and welcome. You're watching the South Special of the Property Show on NDTV Prime, a show that brings you the best home choices in your budget. We have Sameer Jasuja, founder and MD of Prop Equity, to give you best options and suggestions to all your property-related questions. Before we start taking those, here's a look at what we have in store for you. The residents of Bengaluru are caught by surprise as Municipal Corporation has hiked property tax. How are they dealing with this blow? That's our special report. Also, a home for every budget in the top-performing micro-markets of Bengaluru, and the range there is quite a lot. Also, a wide range of options from plots to apartments in Chennai and starting as low as 25 lakh rupees. A special report on how Chennai's landmark buildings are becoming apartment buildings, changing the very skyline of Chennai. Residential destinations near the IT corridors of Hyderabad starting at 40 lakhs and going right up to 80 lakhs also covered. Citizens of Bengaluru have come forward to solve city's traffic woes. How are they doing? We'll highlight their efforts in our Citizens' Voice today. Before we begin our Q&As, here's the top news of the day. Dubai-based real estate firm Emaar Properties and its India partner MGF Group are ending their 10-year-old joint venture. Emaar MGF Land informed the Bombay Stock Exchange that a demerger of the business is being done for future growth and expansion. Details of the demerger are not yet known, but this has been brewing for some time. Emaar Properties, developer of the world's tallest tower Burj Khalifa, entered India in 2005 as a joint venture with the MGF Group. It is believed to have invested over 8,500 crore rupees in Indian real estate so far. Both Emaar Properties and MGF Group have about 49% stake each in the joint venture firm, and the entity has a land bank of about 8,000 acres. Over the years, the company has been facing a lot of flack from home buyers. 19 residential projects and 5 commercial projects of this joint venture are stuck, with an average delay of up to 3 to 5 years. Emaar MGF was engaged in residential, commercial, retail and hospitality projects across India in cities like Gurgaon, Chennai, Hyderabad and Indore. The news of demerger can bring in some cheer for the home buyers, as highly placed sources from the company have told NDTV that after the split, all the projects might be taken over by the Dubai-based Emaar Group, who have the financial muscle and the expertise to finish the projects. Hyderabad, Chennai, Bengaluru, some of the markets we'll cover right up front. Priyanka is on the phone line with us. Priyanka, welcome. How can we help you?
Hi, Manisha. I am a huge fan of yours. I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you. Go ahead.
I'm looking for a property in Greater Hyderabad, and my budget is around 40 to 42 lakhs. Okay. Basically, I'm looking near National Highway 7, and unfortunately, there are more of plots, but I'm looking for a ready-to-move-in 2 BHK apartment. I would be really happy if you could tell me some options. Plus, I have also chosen Tirtha structures, and I would like to know if they are trusty or not. Can I trust these developers or not? Thank you.
So, Sameer, as I can see, Tirtha's signature in Rajendra Nagar seems to be a fairly decent project. It's in 2 phases and, not too far away from completion anyhow.
Yeah, I would completely agree with you there. This is one micro market which is offering you apartment-like developments other than the other micro markets around, which are offering you plotted developments in Greater Hyderabad. So this project is a project that you can easily go ahead with. Look at the weighted average price is 3,100 rupees. It's below the weighted average price of the market, which stands at 3,350. Project, as Manisha mentioned, is in 2 phases. The project is financed by many banks, so it's a safe project. Amenities here include a 5,000 square feet clubhouse. It's a 5-storied clubhouse with a swimming pool, conference room, supermarket, library and many more facilities being offered here. Looking at the micro market, very strong micro market in terms of inventory overhang, only 14 months and weighted average price of 3,350. On the price appreciation charts, is doing fairly well at 7.5% on an annualized basis. There are two more projects that you can look at. One is Sabha Exotica by Sabha Homes and Developers. This is at 3,000 rupees, again below the weighted average price of the market. Project is a smallish one, it's about only on half an acre. Developers providing you basic amenities here. The last project is Fortuna by Happy Home Housing at 3,000 again, spread across 2 acres. The project is in finishing stages and possession is later this year. Here you're getting better amenities which include a swimming pool, health club, landscape garden. And project is located on the PVNR expressway en route to the airport, and it is just about 6 kilometers from the Medipatnam circle and 14 kilometers prior to the Shamshabad airport.
All right, so here's a quick summary of what you can take a look at, Priyanka. These are some of the markets that some of the projects, that we like in your budget, and the Tirtha project that you've shortlisted also gets a go-ahead. This is an interesting market, Rajendra Nagar. It has new connectivity which actually connects it very well to the international airport, and that's the reason why it's come up so well in Hyderabad. All right, we've got Arvind writing into us saying, I'm a regular viewer of a show and have gained several valuable insights through your show. Arvind, thanks so much for being a regular viewer. He says, I would like to seek your advice for an investment in Chennai. I've shortlisted a project with 2 BHK with a budget of 60 to 65 lakhs. And I've seen Naveen Housing, Naveen Starwood. It's a ready to move in project. I would like to seek your advice on this project. Well, this particular project, what I can tell you, has been shortlisted, has been nominated actually for the NDTV Property Awards as well, Sameer. So it has to be one of the better projects because we've looked at several specs before even any project making it into the shortlist, isn't it?
I would completely agree with you there. It's a project that's being done by a very reputed developer, local developer out of Chennai. It's below the weighted average price of the market at 4,900 rupees, where the weighted average price of the market stands at 5,000 rupees. The project has been ready, so there is no execution risk whatsoever. The project is offering you basic amenities, although there is a terrace swimming pool and senior citizens corner, but not too many amenities to speak for. The project is constructed with the latest Mivan construction technology, which is eco-friendly. The project has also 2 commercial complexes featuring a bank, a departmental store, a clinic and a restaurant as well, besides a host of other services that actually provides you a lot of social infrastructure within the project itself. That's why it ranks better. 20 months of inventory overhang with respect to this micro market, and as I mentioned, the weighted average price of the mid segment is 5,000 rupees. Price appreciation is about 6% for this micro market on an annualized basis. There are 2 more projects in Medavakkam that you can look at. They're slightly cheaper. Parson Ahana by Parson. This is at 4,500 rupees, spread across 1 acre. So a small project, again ready to move in project. It's got a 2-story garden in the mid-level of the building, 5th and 6th floor. No other amenities ready to speak of except a gym and some indoor games. Urban Tree Wow by Urban Tree Developers at 4,750. This project will be ready by the first quarter of 2017. The project is close to the vicinity of Via Mandir, 1.7 kilometers. Sipcot, Bengaluru is about 4 kilometers. The airport is about 12 kilometers from here. Amenities include a clubhouse, swimming pool, conference room and indoor games.
All right, Arvind, so the project that you've shortlisted, Naveen Starwoods by Naveen Housing, gets a go-ahead from us. Medavakkam, Chennai, 65 lakhs. We always believe you must have more choices and then make up your mind. So we've got Parson, Ahana, and we also have Urban Tree Wow as 2 projects which are further shortlisted for you to take a look at. Abhishek Runiyar on the phone line with us. Abhishek, hi, go ahead.
Hi guys, a very good evening to both of you.
Good evening.
I'm from Bangalore and I'm looking for a ready-to-move project in Bangalore, which is either a 2 or 3 BHK apartment.
Okay.
And I'm looking for something, which is in and around Sajapur Signal or maybe Outer Ring Road. My budget is around 85 to 90 lakhs, and I would like, if you could guys give me some options.
Okay.
I have another query.
Yes.
I have found a couple of apartments within this location and within the price range. However, I found these properties to be slightly old, as in they are like 8 to 10 years old. So I would really like to know if there are any downsides buying an apartment which is like 8 to 10 years old.
Okay, fair enough. Well, all that we can say is when you've got choices of new apartments with better amenities, better specs, why would you go for a 8 to 10 year old apartment. In fact, a very important article that I read written by Renu Karnad of HDFC was that an apartment value actually appreciates in most markets for the first 10 years, and after that you're never sure whether it will appreciate or not, because there are better quality apartments which come around. Sameer, what's your suggestion?
Absolutely agree with you there. When you have enough and more options today, when you can buy projects which are absolutely nearing completion or getting ready in a very short span of time where there is absolutely no risk, those are the options that you should look at, or maximum go for an apartment complex that's about a year old, because then the apartment starts to get better lived in and you can move in right away. These are the two pieces of advice that I'd like to give you with respect to buying older properties versus new properties. Yeah, but it's not advisable anymore to go with local, I would not say local, but not reputed developers where projects are going to take 3 to 4 years to get completed, because the risks are too many even now. So the properties that you have shortlisted are very good properties. Between the two, Senorita is a better project, main USP being the better location of this project. Let's go one by one on your choices. Senorita, Salarpuria Satwa, fantastic developer, has done, this project is about 4 acres, G plus 19 stories. Project has got great amenities, including a cricket practice pitch, skating rink, besides the swimming pool, clubhouse, table tennis, and 70% open area for greenery. Sun City was the second project that you had shortlisted. The developer's corporate leisure group, Sarjapur Road. This is slightly more expensive, this is slightly cheaper, 5,200 to 5,700 rupees a square foot. Land area is about 10 acres with the G plus 10 stories. 75% of this available area will also be available for landscape gardens and amenities. Here the amenities include swimming pool, tennis court, badminton court. This project got ready in 2009, so it's an oldish project. But you can consider it since it's not more than 10 years old, but definitely Senorita would be a better project if you can up your budget a little bit, because it's at a much higher price. The mid to luxury segment, its weighted average price is 6,250 rupees a square foot here, and price appreciation is about 7.5% on an annualized basis. There's one more recommendation from our side, a project that's just got ready. It's called Paddington by Bren Corporation at 5,690 rupees a square foot. It's a project on a mid-sized land parcel of 3.5 acres, near Total Mall with distance of just 300 meters away and 1 kilometer from the ORR junction. And amenities are pretty reasonable also, including a swimming pool, Zen garden and a children's play area besides a gym and a clubhouse.
All right, so the only reason, Abhishek, I'll qualify is that sometimes what happens is that older projects tend to give you a lot more space. Now, in your case, you've got Senorita, which is priced at 6,590 rupees per square foot, and then you've got the other one which you've shortlisted, Sun City, priced at 5,200 to 5,700 depending on which flat you go for, so that's at 5,500. So all that we're saying is that there's nothing wrong with the project, prefer to go with the new one. In at least some cities, what happens is that you get lower living area, Sameer. You know, especially older flats sometimes had much larger living spaces, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's, I think, something one needs to keep in mind as well.
It typically has happened in Mumbai pretty much, but in other cities, the difference may not be that much.
Okay, all right. So fair enough. That's Bangalore market we're talking about. And staying with this market, we've got another question. Prashant Hiramath on the phone line with us. Prashant, hi. Welcome to the Property Show. Tell me, how can we help you?
Hi, I'm planning to buy a 2 BHK flat in Bangalore. I have selected Mahavir Promenade in Whitefield. Amruta Heights also I have looked at. That's also in Whitefield. Salarpuria, Laurel Heights. And also I've seen Legacy Vivenda. Okay. So please, if you can guide me, which one is the best to buy?
Oh gosh, that's a long list. He's already done the research. So we start 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's start with the micro market for everybody, all our viewers, and then start with your rankings.
Well, one thing that I must add, that all the viewers have become quite discerning, and you know, whatever they shortlist seems to get a go-ahead from our side.
Absolutely.
So they've really caught on very well after seeing this show for the last 3.5 years, I would like to believe. Whitefield is a micro market that we've been talking about since the beginning of the show. One of the good micro markets, good amount of supply, great infrastructure, great employment generation happening over there. It's more like a secondary micro market with a lot of new construction activities happening over there as well. Looking at the key data points first, 23 months of inventory overhang, so below the danger zone totally. Mid segments weighted average price is 4250, and healthy macro market appreciation is about 7.6%, which is in line with today's trends. You had shortlisted 2 projects that you sent to us. We'll rank them for you. So the first ranking goes to Amruta Heights. That's the best out of the 2 projects that you shortlisted, although it's more expensive at 4,100 rupees. It's spread across 2 odd acres. Both towers have different construction stages. It has 2 towers also. The project has got great amenities: swimming pool, gym, multi-purpose party hall, table tennis, etc. And the second ranking goes to Mahavir Promenade by Mahavir Reddy Structures at 3,750. This is a well-reputed and good developer of Bengaluru, has done good number of projects there, has completed and has more 10 undergoing projects right now. Here he's also providing you decent amenities. The project is located at Sadar Bangala, Whitefield, 2.5 kilometers from the Whitefield railway station. And there's one more recommendation to add from our side, a project getting ready by the end of this year called Shilfithia Sunflower by Maitri Developers at 4,200. Great amenities being offered here as well. Located on Borewell Main Road, 500 meters from the Whitefield Main Road as such. Construction is in finishing stages. Possession later this year. And as I mentioned, they have all the works: swimming pool, clubhouse, landscape gardens, jogging tracks, etc.
Alright, so you've got your preferences ranked and you also have another project, Prashant, so you can take your pick. Meanwhile, the new property tax hike has left Bangaloreans in a tizzy. What was meant to be a hike of 20 to 25% for residential and commercial spaces is actually very different when you look at the reality on ground. Some people are saying they have to shell out almost 80 to 100% more compared to before. Others are finding the mandatory online process a very tedious affair. Stacey Pereira finds out more.
A hike in property taxes after 8 long years in India's IT capital Bengaluru was inevitable. But what residents didn't see coming were the unreasonable hikes of almost double the amount of what was previously paid. Residential and commercial properties in suburbs like Whitefield, Hebbal, Outer Ring Road, Banerghatta Road are witnessing a minimum hike of 40% in their property taxes. Taxes being calculated according to the new zonal classification. The city has been classified into 6 zones from A to F. While Zone A has a guidance value of 7,000 rupees per square feet and above, Zone F consists of guidance values of 1,000 rupees and below. But with many lower bracket zones now being moved to higher tax zones, residents are feeling the pinch.
They say the properties increased 20%, but physically when it comes, it is in the region of 45%. I have a property for which I wanted to pay tax. Last year the tax component was 7,400. This year they say it is 11,000 odd. So 11,000 minus 7,400 is about 4,000, 3,000, which is almost 50% of 7,000.
What is making matters worse is the mandatory online process introduced by the BBMP to fight property taxes. The civic agency roped in National Informatics Centre to develop the new software, which was delivered only in the second week of March, leaving very little time for BBMP to check for errors or conduct stress tests. Ward officials are grappling with a string of complaints pertaining to non-working links, error messages midway through the process, inability to select tax zones to list a few. The payment has to be made at a Canara Bank branch, but many bank officials are still trying to understand the process.
If we take this challan and go to the bank, no, the bank people themselves, they will be busy with few other works. So now if I take this, they will make us wait, and then it is an endless task for the citizens to pay. By this itself, they will get pissed off and they will not pay the taxes.
First time, we are introducing and enhancing the tax both at a time. Another 3-4 days, any small glitches, problem is there, it will clear. And we are putting the website each and everything.
It may be taxing time for homeowners, but the cash-strapped civic body is hoping to garner 2,500 crores from the property tax revision. Point to be noted is that Bengaluru's property tax slabs are much lower compared to metros like Delhi, Mumbai and Chennai.
BBMP being cash-strapped is not the fault of the customer. They could have done it differently in terms of pricing it rightly, not in the unilateral manner that they have done.
The BBMP has assured to look into the technical glitches, but what is still uncertain is getting the 100% tax compliance. In Bengaluru, with camera person Alphonse and Govind, this is Stacey Pereira for NDTV.
We're going to move from Bangalore to actually Chennai and get you some great plotted projects in 25 lakh rupees. So at least that's the starting point, and we'll go upwards. Also in our project tracker today, new project tracker, My Home Avatar by My Home Constructions in Gachibowli in Hyderabad. Take a look at the specs.